Hi, welcome to my live screen. Today, our topic for today is with I make today German language, a basic German language. So para sa mga Pilipino na gustong-gustong magkaroon, gustong-gustong matuto mag-German, ganun. And yan. And and und für die Deutsche wollen unsere Sprache wissen. Deshalb, ich muss Ihnen nur teilen oder euch teilen, wie man unsere Sprache auf Deutsch übersetzen. So, example in our Sprache is halimbawa. So, umpisa tayo ngayon. We start now. So, we start now in verb. So, wir fangen jetzt zu unseren Verben. So, Example, zum Beispiel bezahlen. So, bezahlen in unserer Sprache ist bayad. So, in English, of course, to pay. In German, bezahlen. And then in English, to pay. And then our language is Tagalog. So, bezahlen in German, to pay in English. And on our language is bayad. So bayad, no? So bayad. Kat is now here. Kat I make only is baka no interested heute. Mag-ano lang ako gagawa ko ng vlog ngayon pero naka-live ako. So magtuturo ako ngayon kung tuturuan ko kayo kung paano mag-ano ng lingwa ng German basic language. So tapos kailangan kasi di ba yung yung stretch natin, yung ating dialect ay kailangan talaga tayo matututo. So, eto sabihin ko sa'yo, halimbawa, bezahlen to pay, bezahlen to pay. May upload po ako load. Teka lang, wait lang. Kat, hindi kita mapapansin ngayon kasi mag-lesson ako about language ba? Also, German language. Pero pwede ka dyan pwede ka ano ba tawag dito? Mag-stay dyan. Walang problema. So, magtanong ka lang kung anong ibig sabihin. Okay lang, boss. Magtanong ka lang, now, for the present tense, example from the present tense is regular verbs. So in English, regular verbs, present tense. So wohnen, to live. So singular is ich. So singular is ich, and then ich wohne. So ich wohne, I live. I live. So pag ginagamit natin yung do, for example, do, you. Do wohns, you live. Kasi mayroon tayong tinatawag na R, Z, S. R in English is he, and then Z in English she, and then S in English is it. So Z, S wohnt. So he, she, it lives. So in plural, wir, we in English. In my language, kami. So is that interested? So wir wohnen, we live. So nakatira kami, we live. So and the other side, ihr wohnt, you live. So in plural. So pag z ang gagamitin as z wohnen, and then you live. For example, sie wohnen, they live. So present tense sein and present tense sein and haben. So sein, to be, singular, also sein to be, also when singular ich bin in plural, wir sind. So in English, I am, we are. So we have now in the personal pronoun. Personal pronoun singular, first person ich, in the second person do and sie. In the second person, in the third person, sie, es. So present tense sein and haben. Nalalaglag tayo. Wait a minute. Oops. So, sana hindi malalaglag. Lying in the bed eh. So, and now we go to Diyan ka ba, Kat? Singular. So, and now we go to example from singular and plural. So, die, eine und eine Oma. Eine So now we go singular and plural. In German, die Oma. In English, Grandmas. Grandmas. So, das Auto. In English, cars. Example. So, taxi. Das Taxi. In English, taxis. So, ein Hotel. Das Hotel. Die Hotels. Or in English is hotels. So we go to example for in the other topic. For example, Abend. Abend. So in English, evening. In my language is gabi. Gabi. So Abendessen in English, supper or evening meal. So apple in English is also apple, 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 apple. My God. So Begrüßung. Begrüßung in English is greetings or welcoming. Begrüßung will welcome or greetings. So the next topic, example, blue line. Bloomline. Das Bloomline. In English, a little flower. A little flower. In our language is maliit na bulaklak. Maliit na bulaklak in our language. So the next, Blumengeschäft. Das Blumengeschäft. And in English, flower shop. In my language is also flower shop. Is also flower shop. Or in our in other language also bulaklak, bulaklak store or bulaklak shop in our language, in the Philippine, Filipino language. So the next, for example, danak in English, afterwards. Afterwards. In our language is pagkatapos. Pagkatapos. So dauern in German is dauern, in English to last. So Deutsch course, German course. So for example, Deutsch course, now Deutsch course, we learn about Deutsch course, German course. So Deutsch unterrichtet or Deutsch unterrichtet, German language, German language. So we go to other vocabulary. For example, life in Germany. Vocabulary life in Germany. For example, schließen. Schließen in German, schließen in English to close. To close. And my language is cerrado. Cerrado. Yes. So the next is Schule. Die Schule. In German, we have a article. Die Schule. In English, school. And our language in Philippine is what's that? Eskwelahan. Eskwelahan. So the next is example zones. Zones in German, zones in English, otherwise. Otherwise, yes. mm, Stool, stool. So their stool. So in English, chair. In my language is uh, upuan. Upuan. Yes. So, and now the other Studentenplan. Der Studentenplan in English is timetable. A timetable. Timetable. Stundenplan. Der Stundenplan. Timetable. So, the next is die Uhr. Die Uhr. The clock. A clock. Die Uhr. Clock. Uh, in my language, clock or die Uhr in my language is orasan. Urasan. So the next um in English at. So in my language is alas. So Umschlag, der Umschlag. So in English is envelope. Envelope. So Unterricht in language is Unterricht. In English is lessons. Yes. So Sprachlabor. In English, language lab. So we go to other language. I don't know how to speak this one. Where is my other? Wait a minute. Give me my minute. So the next one is Arbeitstag. In English, working day. So the next is Bewerber. Der Bewerber. In English, applicant. In our language is applicante. Applicante. So the phone to assume. Dunkel in English is dark. In my language is ano ba yan? Kasi in my language is madilim. Madilim. So the next one, erwarten. In English, to expect. So Feiertage, der Feiertage. In English, holiday. So fleißig. Fleißig in English is hard. Freude, to give a pleasure. So yes, next one, der Abfall. So waste in English, and our language is basura. Basura. So die balkon in English is balcony. Die halten, oops, die halten, to remember. For example, container is also container in English. So Eierschale, eggshell. Einpacken, to wrap up. Familienfoto, family picture. So, so das war's eigentlich heute. Ich brauche noch heute nur 30 Minuten. So we have now 7 minutes. So upload. In German, upload. In English, take off. Der upload, take off. Or departure. So Abreise, departure. Abschied, farewell in English. In my language is paalam. Geschenk, present in English. So now we go to other. Very is interested here. Heimreise, journey home. So journey home. So the next one is tall. In German is tall, in English is great. So trachten, Geschäft, das Trachten, die Trachtengeschäft, Question schaff. Next one, Lammfleisch. Lamb in English, das Lammfleisch. So with article, Leberwurst, die Leberwurst, Leber sausage. Yeah. So das war's eigentlich. So was ist denn